of Alinor, lost in storm and spray. My star-eyed bride of Alinor, that cruel fate took away.
That was beautiful, Arcturus. She would have loved it. I never knew you could sing.
The old man is full of surprises.
My family has actually...
The Office of Divine Prosecution seeks a temporary botanical assistant.
You've returned. What have you learned of the Khajiit embassy? Oh, good. Nothing I enjoy more than talk of conspiracy. Did the ambassador have a manifesto? They usually have manifestos. No matter. I trust you resolved it. Splendid. I'll allow you the honor of informing Prince Naemon. Why not tell him the duly selected High Elf ambassador was working against the very dominion she pledged to support? I'll sit in my throne and try not to gloat.
I heard what you said to the king. Ambassador Tarinwe, a traitor, my wife's killer, a loyal servant, and I, Queen Iren's representative in Eldenroot, required to thank you for your efforts. Very well. I'll provide no reason to question my duty to the Dominion. We'll interrogate Ambassador Tarinwe until we know the extent of her treason. Then she'll die, as all traitors must. But no matter. Your efficiency in resolving this matter was commendable, and the Dominion rewards its servants. Ambassador Tarinwe's betrayal could not have been more absolute. She knew the details of the ratification ceremony, which puts Queen Iren at risk. It's my sister's own fault. She thought to appease the Sylvanar and the Main by agreeing to this foolish process. The ratification ceremony ends with the orrery, an ancient device beneath Eldenroot. It will divine Queen Iren's capacity to become Empress, or some such. But Ambassador Tarinwe assisted in the preparations. I must assume she tried to sabotage the proceedings. Doing so would make Queen Iren look weak. No, we must proceed. You've proven your competence, so I'll ask you to speak with Melaras. He's an expert on the orrery and knows what must be done. Quite pleasant once you grow accustomed to the smell. The preparations for this ratification ceremony seem endless, but I'm up to the task. She asked how she could prove herself their rightful leader. The Sylvanar suggested the orrery nonsense, and the Main agreed. Of course, neither will be present to see it, yet my sister is held to her pledge. How unexpected. Khajiiti political excuses are impossible to discern. I know the Main will not be present, and that's all I care to know. As for the Sylvanar, he died on Kenathi's roost. Thought he could negotiate with the filthy sea elves. King Camoran Eridan. It's beneath his city, so there's no turning him away. And myself, of course.
Please don't mind Prince Naemon. Ambassador Tarinwe's betrayal is a shock to us all. But no matter, the orrery must work flawlessly for the Queen. That's what we will ensure. Enough to be of service. The orrery hasn't functioned as intended for ages. We planned to use some rather delicate magic to trick it into operation. But if Prince Naemon believes there was sabotage, we must look to an alternative method. Why, we'll look to the past! According to legend, the orrery required a skilled operator, an alien source of power, and a divine spark before it would function. Without all three, it won't do anything but spin. Quite pretty, but not very useful. Conservator Darineth maintains the orrery and has studied the Ayleid monitoring rituals. Unfortunately, she was called away to Southpoint for a personal matter. If you can locate her and convince her to return, we'll have our operator. I've researched this a bit. Really, you need to be in 3 places at once. Simple, right? But the Fallen Esti winter site is rumored to hold a relic of the Khajiiti thief god. For our purposes, Radchin's mantle will serve as the divine spark, if it's truly there, of course. The Heart of Enumeral originally brought life to the orrery, according to the texts. It long ago went missing, but a member of the local mages guild named Larinalda theorizes it's in a local Aeliad ruin. She's currently at the Reliquary of Stars, seeking the Heart of Enumeral. Wonderful! Have anything you find sent directly to the orrery. Once everything is in place, we can begin the ratification ceremony. And do refrain from referring to Conservator Daraneth as a missing element.
What do you want?
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know. But
You actually got the bow? Incredible. Did Storgh give you much trouble? Vine Death Cave remains true to its name then. I'm sorry to hear it. Storgh might have been a dunderheaded double-crosser, but he was still my friend. I figure I owe you what the Tree Thane paid me for the bow. Some thief I turned out to be, eh?
There are three around you now. Look for the Bosmos sitting in scenic places, but they will not move without...
Ifray, the singer, the storyteller, who resides in the now.
Hello. Don't get many visitors. If you're here for the ruin, best to turn back. No good's come out of that place in several hundred years. Give or take a decade or so. What ruin? As if any other mattered. Leloria, sealed up tighter than an Ansei tomb. Twice as dangerous. That's the kind of thing that happens when Daedric princes start feuding with one another. Shame what happened to Kulanway, though. Priestess of Azura. Molag Bal's been torturing her. Longer than you, me, maybe even these trees have been alive. And he's not like to stop unless someone makes him. Old Vestari tried. Haven't seen her since. Best of luck to you. Leloria's sealed up tight, and by Azura's own hand. It'll take some doing to get in. Never mind thwart Molag Bal, rescue Kulanway, and make your way back here. Say hello to Vestari if she's still kicking, will you? It's been an age. Used to study magic back in the day, under a powerful mage named Vestari. Taught Tholor and me everything we know. We were her best students. So when she walked into Leloria, she told us what to do if things went wrong. She gave us a crystal. Told us if the beacon on her tower ever turns red, we're to break it. No questions asked. When we do, everything around her tower, trees, Leloria, all of it, will be unmade. If we don't, well, we're in trouble. Well, we're not sure exactly. But when Vestari went down there, Daedra poured out and killed all our fellow students. It was all we could do to make it to a safe vantage point. But the tower never turned. So here we are. Tholor says it's 100 years this reign's had. But me? I'd put it more at 97. Give or take a few.
We've observed your travels through Grahtwood and have need of your particular talents. Our eyes are everywhere in Grahtwood. We've fixed them upon you for some time. We're in need of an outsider, unknown in Cormount. Someone with versatility. I'm privileged to be a Vine Dusk Ranger. We report directly to King Camorin Eridon, ruler of the Wood Elves. We protect his rule against all threats, without or within. Blacksap Rebellion, for one. Though nearly broken at the Dominion's formation, its last remnants plague Cormount. With your help, we can finally end our civil war. If you're agreeable, I'll open a portal to our base of operations. Give me a moment to open the portal. There you go. Quickly now, head to the portal. The portal transfer is complete.
Good. It's who we've been expecting. You're in no danger here, friend. Come, let us speak. Cormount is where the Blacksap rebellion began. With your help, Cormount will be where it ends. The Vine Dusk Rangers need you to flush out the Blacksap leaders. Killing them will only fuel the flames of rebellion. They must be brought into custody. After General Andare broke their backs, we pacified the remnants of the Blacksap. Every rebel in Grahtwood knows our faces. But not yours. Your anonymity allows you to get close and capture their leaders. The Blacksap hate the king, but they have less love for the Dominion. We know they're planning something. Given their methods, it'll be loud and bloody. We can't allow this to fester. But if we capture its leaders, the rebellion ends overnight. Goranir is strong as an ox and just as proud. His brother Lorchan seems to have more eyes in Grahtwood than we do. Both are sons of Gelthior, cousin to King Camoran Eredon, traitor to his people, and the prisoner for whom this place was built. Nothing we didn't know already. Gelthior is the king's cousin, so we're forbidden from using harsher methods. More's the pity. If you care to question him yourself, do so before you leave.